Okay, the purpose of this video is to show some very basic navigation for the user who has just got into Edge 360 for the first time. So over on the far left, notice that we can go and click on files and open and close them. So I'm going to go and pull up anything that starts with 3D dash is always going to be a 3D model, and typically there will be something that has exactly the same file name like this right here without the 3D on the front, and that's going to be the 2D drawing of that same model. So here's a GA drawing of the skid, here's the 3D model of the skid. Okay. Now, basic navigation, if I center click my mouse, the center button, provided you have a 3D button mouse, center click gives me the hand that I can drag, which is called pan. I can take the center mouse and I can scroll in and out, which lets me zoom, okay? And if I left click, it lets me rotate this around, okay? As long as I have this icon, okay? Now this icon is, you'll see right up here, that's that button there, that's called my turntable. You can get to that by doing Control E, would switch me to that. So you see here when I hover, it gives me a pop-up text that says Turntable E. The other basic setting that you, or selection thing that you would want to have is the Select tool. That gives me a pointer, and now I can click on objects, okay? I can't click on that piece of pipe and see the bill of materials information unless I have my Select tool up. Now, if I want to go back to my turntable, as before I said, I can hit the letter E. It's not even Control E, I'm sorry, it's just the letter E, and now I have went to my turntable. To go back to the Select tool, I can click this button, or I can hit Escape, which takes me to the Select button. Now I can click on objects. To go back to the turntable, letter E, back to the Select tool, Escape. Now, there's also an orbit, which is the letter B. I don't like using the letter B because it kind of gets goofy. The turntable, it seems to keep things correct. The orbit thing, you end up with stuff upside down, and it's kind of hard to navigate. If I go to the turntable, it's very easy to maneuver everything. And then the last feature that you may sometimes want is if I get zoomed way in here, I may want to go and zoom extents, which is this button here, or fit to window. And whatever object is selected, it's going to fit in the window. If I have no object selected, it will fit the entire model within the window. Okay? That also works in the 2D world. If I'm zoomed way in and hit this button here, it takes me back to that page. In 2D drawings, one thing to note is that many of the drawings are going to be multiple pages. So right up here I can see page 1 of 8, and to move through the pages I can hit page down on the keyboard, or I can click this button and move back and forth, first page, last page, etc. Okay, so and then one last feature, whether you're in the 3D world or the 2D world, one of the things that you'll want to get familiar with is right click and look at this list here. There's all sorts of other features here that you can learn at your own pace, but notably printing, going to full screen, a lot of these selection views, settings, and such as that are here. And when you go to the 3D world, same sort of thing. There's a right click menu. There's a lot of features hidden behind the right click. So as is the case with many softwares, things that you are likely to want to do very often, if you start out by right clicking and seeing what's available, you'll be surprised how many times that you'll find that on that right click menu you're going to find something that you need to do pretty often. Okay, so that's some quick getting up and running, helping you learn to navigate quicker. Hope it helps. Be sure and subscribe so you'll get more tips and tricks and feature additions, and please like us too on the YouTube channel. Thank you.